Welcome back to another episode in our commentary series, exploring the ideas of Ajmal from his website, theborderofulmind.com. If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, you really should.
Yeah, it's great.
Ajmal's got some seriously insightful stuff over there.
He really does.
Today we're going to be looking at his blog post, The Thriver's Mind. And this one really gets into, that tension we all feel between wanting to play it safe and needing to grow. Have you ever felt that kind of pull in your own life?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's like this constant back and forth. You want that security, but then you also crave something more.
Right.
Ajmal really nails it when he talks about the dangers of just clinging to the status quo, like resisting change. It can actually hold you back.
I like that he compares it to like fighting against the tide. You can struggle all you want, but eventually you're going to get swept away.
Yeah, exactly.
So if resisting is so pointless, what's the alternative? What does Ajmal suggest we do instead?
Well, he talks a lot about surrendering, like going with the flow, embracing those natural cycles of life.
You mean like the ups and downs?
Exactly. The birth, death, rebirth kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what shapes everything around us. And Ajmal sees these cycles as essential.
As essential.
Yeah, for real growth.
So it's more about like leaning into those messy transitions instead of avoiding them.
You got it.
Which can feel kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not always easy. Like those periods of change, they can be scary, unsettling. You might feel lost, unsure of yourself or where you're headed.
I think he actually uses the words deconstruct and dissipate.
Oh, yeah.
To describe that process of letting go. Like dismantling what no longer serves you, to make space for something new.
Right.
It reminds me of that whole caterpillar turning into a butterfly thing. It looks like everything's falling apart, like it's all just dissolving into this formless soup.
But then, this beautiful, more evolved creature emerges.
That's a great analogy. And what's interesting is, it's not just about letting go of the bad stuff. It's also about letting go of things that seem good, but are actually holding you back.
Yeah.
From reaching your full potential.
Exactly.
So it's about surrendering to the unknown, trusting the process, even when it feels chaotic and uncertain. It's like there's this greater intelligence guiding us towards something more purposeful.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot to think about there. But I think the key takeaway is growth requires discomfort.
That's it.
It requires us to embrace the unknown and to trust the process, even when it feels scary.
And you know what? Ajmal reminds us that we don't have to do this alone. He talks about embracing the heroic journey, which to me suggests that this is something we're meant to do together, supporting each other, learning from each other.
That's a really powerful message. I highly recommend checking out Ajmal's website, theborderofulmind.com. His writing is so full of these little nuggets of wisdom that really get you thinking. As we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with a question. What area of your life are you resisting change in? And what might happen if you leaned into that discomfort and allowed yourself to evolve?